Hello, everyone, and I welcome you to day 17 of Too Long Didn't Scroll, an audio show on YouTube and a podcast on apps like Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and more. Get your day started with a summary of what happened in the world from the previous day as an alternative to endless scrolling through your long newsfeed. I find out what was news on any day from January 20th, 2023 and onwards. We begin day 17 of consistent daily uploads on February 5th, 2023, and we start off the day's events in the countries of Switzerland and Austria, where several ski resorts have reported a series of deadly avalanches occurring across the Alps. As school holidays begin in parts of Austria, ski resorts in the country's western regions and Switzerland have been getting quite busy, leading to a high volume of deaths in the avalanche-prone region. As of today, Austrian authorities say that a series of avalanches have killed at least 5 people, after an additional 11 from the previous day, which include tourists from New Zealand, China, and Germany. Swiss officials have also reported 2 fatalities. Many of the dead were reported to have been hiking off designated trails. We now head on over to the country of Turkey, specifically the province of Afyonkarahisar. A passenger bus carrying a load of dozens of people traveling to the Aegean city of Bodrum was involved in a severe accident, sliding off the road and being flipped over. Current reports state that at least 8 people were killed, and dozens of others, with current reports at around 42, have been injured. One survivor of the accident stated it felt as if the bus flew. We now move over to the countries of South Africa and Malawi. The latter is currently undergoing a not insignificant outbreak of cholera disease, a bacterial infection of the small intestine that can lead to severe dehydration and death, which affects around 3 to 5 million people a year across the world. The current outbreak of cholera in Malawi has went on since last year and has currently claimed around 1,000 lives. And as of today, South African authorities have stated that 2 cases of the disease have also been found within their own borders in 2 travelers from its neighboring Malawi. The disease in the country is currently contained, though South African health authorities call for vigilance. We now head on over to the country of Pakistan, which has just lost one of its former presidents. Pervez Musharraf served as the country's president from the year 2001 to 2008, having worked his way into the position through a military coup d'etat in 1999, placing then Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif under house arrest, facing criminal charges after attempting to remove Musharraf from his leadership of the Pakistani army. Musharraf spent much of his subsequent career surviving multiple assassination attempts and being accused of orchestrating multiple conflicts and political assassinations in regions like the Kashmir. His presidency was marked with a rise in Pakistan's economy, but also accusations of abusing power and human rights. He was forced out of the presidency in 2008 after a lost election and was eventually sentenced to death in 2019 by a re-elected Sharif. The Musharraf was not present in the country for the sentence to be carried out. As of today, it is reported that he has died at the American hospital in Dubai, likely from amyloidosis. Many Pakistani government and military officials have expressed condolences and paid their respects to the former president. He was 79 at the time of death. In other news, a fishing boat has capsized off the coast of South Korea. 9 people are currently missing, and elections are currently taking place in multiple countries. Citizens in Cyprus are now taking part in presidential elections. However, due to the close nature of the elections, a runoff election is scheduled for February the 12th. Monaco is also holding a general election as the citizens head to the polls to vote for the next parliament. And Ecuadorians are also heading to the polls to vote on a constitutional reform that seeks to reform how extradition, legislation, and party representation will be treated in the country going forward.